Que lo que, ¿cómo están ustedes? Oye, ¿me oyen bien? Dímelo, dímelo. ¿Qué más, Rosa? ¿Cómo tú estás? Chris, dímelo. Teriel, Jay, Easy, Sari, Saraya, Orilla, dímelo. Toda mi gente. ¿Cuándo me voy para RD? When am I moving to Santo Domingo? Or when I'm moving to DR? Uh, I don't even know if I'm moving yet. I don't know. I gotta like wait, man. I gotta pray about it. I don't know. I want to. I'll be talking to people about it. How's the process, and me han estado como ayudando con eso, pero yo no sé todavía. Feliz año nuevo, mi gente. Happy New Year. Erica, dímelo, ¿cómo tú estás? Joshua, todo bien, todo frío por aquí. Por eso que tengo abrigo. No, yo estoy jugando. Todo frío, todo bien. No, yo estoy en Miami, en mi apartamento. No me he ido todavía. Yo estoy como trabajando en todo para mis lecciones, mi curso antes, así que cuando me acostumbre a ese horario, eh, puede que me mude, pero por ahora estoy aquí todavía. Antoniana, yeah, I responded to your comment earlier. What did you mean by the blended classes? What does that mean? No entiendo, no entendí. Tenmin, ¿qué lo que? Starting your Spanish journey. Hey, I love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. I got a lot of videos that can help you, ya tú sabes. So watch them. Go to the Spanish learning tips playlist. I think that's the best one to start with. ¿Por qué no hablo colaboraciones con latinos? ¿Qué tú dices? Yo tengo como pila de colaboraciones con latinos. Cuando yo voy para los otros países, cuando fui a Colombia, tengo como 3 vlogs con colombianos. Unless you're talking about like a collab where we just talk. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I'm not really good with collabs. Like I've been thinking about people to reach out to, but I don't know who to reach out to. So se me pone como difícil, se me hace difícil. Pero yo hablo con latinos, o sea, en este canal yo le he hecho un par de veces cuando fui a Paraguay, cuando fui a Colombia. Sí. Prima guitar for you. Ok, yo tengo tiempo. Yo solamente estoy aquí hablándole por como 1 hora porque tengo que cortarle el pelo a un amigo de mi hermano. Jay the greatest. You still struggling with the DOP. What part are you not understanding? Dime. Because I think the video that I made, it explains it very well, but it's not a watch it one time and then don't watch it again video. You gotta keep coming back to it and keep practicing y cosas así. Pero requiere como mucha práctica, tú sabes. ¿Dónde está la mama Juana? Mira, yo no tomo. Yo tengo agua, tengo leche de chocolate, pero mama Juana, aunque la mama Juana me gusta muchísimo, pero ya no quiero tomar, así que no voy a tomar, tú sabes. Group classes, I can. I've done it before. It was pretty fun. I did a whole family before. I just didn't have it as an option for when I did my classes, but I can make it an option if people are interested to do group classes. I mean, if you have people that you want to do it with, podemos hacer eso. Tírame por este Instagram or email or whatever, so we can like discuss it. Let me know what you want to do. Heavy nice la barba. ¿Te gusta la barba? Gracias por eso. Okay, so if I can understand, le, lo, la, les, los, and las. Tomaba clases de español en la escuela, pero ya no. Y estoy intentando aprender sola. Feliz año. Feliz años, Ritica. Así que, sure, I'll explain it to you. So when you have who or what, like just who or what by itself in Spanish, then you can replace that with lo, la, los, las. That's your who or what, right? So mi reloj is el reloj, but I already mentioned el reloj, so I can say lo. Este es mi reloj, yo lo llevo en la muñeca, right? This is my watch, I wear it on my wrist, right? That's lo. The same thing works for la. ¿Qué tengo aquí que es como femenina? La bocina, yo tengo la bocina aquí. Así que esta es mi bocina, y ahora la tengo en mis manos. So that's lo and la. If it was plural, then obviously it would be las. Okay, so if I had like more than one bocina, let's pretend this is another bocina right here. Las tengo en las manos. Or if I had like 2 watches, I would say los llevo en las muñecas, right? So that's it, right? That's what. We can do the same thing with the person. For example, if I have my brother over there, I'm going to my brother's house later, but let's pretend he's here. I can say, oh, yo lo veo. I see him. So we use lo for that. Does that make sense? Who and what will be lo, la, los, las. Now, if I'm doing something to or for someone else, then that's when it will become le or les, right? So let's use this again. La bocina. I want to pass it to my brother. So yo le paso la bocina a mi hermano. ¿Entiendes? Le paso because I'm passing it to him. So I can say yo paso la bocina a mi hermano. I can say that, but a native person would say le paso la bocina. Le paso la bocina. ¿Le llegaste? Is that making sense? Hopefully it's making some kind of sense. So when you're talking about who or what, you would use the lo, la, los, las. When you're talking about to who or to what, for who or for what, then you would use the le and les. Is that cleared up just a little bit? I have a whole video on it, so feel free to watch that video, but that was a little small explanation of it, okay? I have heard of Bilingue. I never used it though. Fala português, meu amigo. Não falo muito bem o português. Estou estudando. Hacemos un tema pronto. ¿Un tema de qué? ¿De qué tú haces la música? ¿Qué tipo de música tú haces? ¿Y de cuáles temas? Eso es lo que quiero saber yo. I gave a few people your channel. I'm same as you, but Dominican trying to sound American. Hey, tú puedes hacerlo. Mira, si yo puedo hacerlo como dominicano, tú puedes hacerlo como americano. Tú puedes hacer el reverso. O sea, al revés, tú puedes hacerlo. Yo estoy estudiando el portugués, sí, pero no tanto porque yo estoy trabajando en muchos proyectos, mis videos semanales, mis lecciones. Ahora tengo mis estudiantes que yo estoy preparando para hacer eso el 15 de enero. Así que tengo mucho que estoy haciendo, pero sí, todavía ando aprendiendo un chin, poquito a poquito. No tengo prisa, tú sabes. ¿Qué es lo que es Luna? KD, have I inspired my family members to learn Spanish or any other language? I've inspired them to add Spanish words and phrases to their vernacular when they speak to me. But as far as speaking the language, no, because I've been this way since I was a kid. I've been this way since I was like 8 years old, you know? Always wanted to know Spanish. Then when I was 12, I started to learn Spanish. And so they just see it as my thing. It's not really so much their thing. They do think it's cool. They do ask me for help, and they try to pretend to be something else that they're not, and use me as a scapegoat for it. Like, oh yeah, we're this. See, listen to my nephew speak Spanish. You know, they try to get away with that kind of stuff, which I think is silly. But yeah, but no, they don't really want to learn. Only my daughters want to learn. Miami, a mí me encanta Miami, hace un calor aquí, pero me gusta así porque no quiero como congelarme, tú sabes, así que me está encantando. Nashara, you stuck at the intermediate level, tú eres intermedio, en inglés o en español. O sea, ¿qué es lo que tú estás aprendiendo en este momento? ¿Qué es lo que te tiene estancado? Yeah, Antoniana, tírame, ¿ok? No te olvides, tírame. The Portuguese, I answered that one already. Yes, I'm still learning. Yes, you should research Angola. They speak Portuguese. Yes, I heard about that too. Many people tell me about Angola. Gracias por tu video chistoso y muy útiles. Me gusta mucho el acento dominicano por ti. Gracias, Rashad, por eso. O sea, a mí me encanta la cultura dominicana y el acento dominicano también. O sea, me gusta el español caribeño, que no solamente es de República Dominicana, es de Puerto Rico, es de Cuba, es de las Islas Canarias, de Panamá también. Tú sabes, a mí me gustan eh, esos acentos. Me gustan todos, pero son mis favoritos, los del Caribe. Así que no siempre tiene que ser dominicano, pero es el que prefiero hablar yo. Pero todos son parecidos. He estado estudiando español hace un año, necesito por ayuda. Um, Quinn, Quindon's General, I don't know how to pronounce your name, pero tírame entonces, o sea, ¿tú viste el último video? Yo te puedo enseñar si tú quieres, o podemos hacer una consulta si tú quieres. Let me know, yo estoy disponible. How long did it take me to become conversationally fluent? 2.5 years. But I was scared to speak to strangers though. I only spoke to my friend's family who was Colombian. So I didn't really speak to. I'm shy. I'm still shy. I'm still very like introverted and timid. Believe it or not. Ustedes no me lo creen, pero es así. Cuando yo hago los videos en la calle, yo estoy como temblando. No quiero hacerlo, pero yo lo hago para como retarme, para desafiarme, pero no es mi cosa favorita. Are you familiar with Spanish classes on Clubhouse? Sure, I'm not. I am not. I don't even have Clubhouse because I'm mad at them because I have an Android. And when I first started everybody started to get on there and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're pretty big. Why don't you have a Clubhouse? You could have a thing." And it's only for iPhones. Now it's for everybody, but it's like, nah, they played me on that one. So I'm not getting a Clubhouse. I'll keep Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. We don't use the R sounds. What do you recommend for some Hispanics who don't use the R sounds? What do you mean, Antoniana? What do you mean, what do I recommend? Like, yeah, please elaborate. Elabora, por favor, porque no entiendo lo que tú me dices, chica. Triple G Productions, ¿qué es lo que? ¿Qué tú produces? ¿Qué tú produces? Porque dice Triple G Productions. Tú eres como productor de películas, de música. ¿Qué es lo que tú produces? ¿Cómo va con el portugués? ¿Cómo es aprender un idioma sola? Um, o sea, yo aprendí el español solo también, así que no es muy diferente, solamente no me interesa tanto como el español. El español es mi idioma preferido, así que yo puedo aprender otro idioma, como lo estoy haciendo con el portugués, pero no me interesa tanto, así que es un poco más, requiere más esfuerzo, porque sí, por eso. Sí, yo estoy aprendiendo el portugués brasileño, portugués brasileiro. Oh, rolling of the R's. Wait, Antoniana, tú me estás diciendo, are you saying that you don't know how to roll your R's? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying, like, yeah, dime, explícame más, por favor. Porque ustedes dicen dembow es diferente del reggaeton, porque él es diferente, mi loco. O sea, you ever heard of a romantic dembow? Because I have not heard of a romantic dembow. Hablan disparate en el dembow, es más como activo, más energético, así que es diferente. Reggaeton es más, o sea, puede ser como energético, puede ser así, pero la mayoría del tiempo, hoy en día es más suavecito, hay canciones románticas del reggaetón, pero el dembow no se escucha mucho, tú sabes. El dembow es para las fiestas, pero lo que yo estoy haciendo es haciendo como un dembow más suave, no sé cómo hacerlo, pero quiero como mezclar como el R&B y el dembow, eso es lo que quiero hacer yo. Mira, yo tengo una pista aquí, déjame ver si la puedo encontrar, porque me gusta pila. Oh, I don't want you guys. Déjame escucharlo primero porque no sé si esta es la correcta y no quiero sonar la otra pista. A ver, vamos a ver. Sí, aquí tenemos, ok. Aquí yo tengo una pista que hice de dembow lento, eso es lo que le amo, dembow lento. pero no tengo letra a la canción porque no sé cómo va a sonar, pero quiero como crear algo nuevo que no es tan como energético, ¿tú me entiendes? Pero tú escuchas los snares, así es el dembow, es diferente que el reggaetón. Oh, oh. Así que es un dembow suavecito, tú sabes, muy tranquilo. Anyway, sí, es una pieza de dembow que hice yo que es un dembow lento y quiero como cambiarlo porque no, yo soy un hombre tranquilo, o sea, a veces yo puedo como escuchar el dembow regular, pero es que no es mi personalidad a cada rato, ¿tú me entiendes? Yo soy como más suave. Je ne parle français, un parle un petit créole, mais je ne parle, je n'ai pas parlé français. Ya habías decidido en qué hogar irías, si no, porque no te habrás ocurrido escoger PR, no sería más difícil, más fácil. Ok, sorry, ¿qué es lo que? The Truth y Janae, ¿cómo están ustedes? Um, lo que pasa que no, o sea, yo estaba considerando mudarme para Puerto Rico en el año 2013, pero lo que pasa es que no, eso no pasó porque nació mi hija y me casé y todo eso, pero ahora estoy divorciado, así que no estoy con la madre de mis hijas, pero tengo hijas aquí. Eh, pero no, lo que pasa es que no me gusta Puerto Rico como me gusta RD, honestamente. O sea, Puerto Rico es un lugar bacano, pero prefiero RD. Es más grande, me gusta más el estilo de vida y no es como un territorio de los Estados Unidos y eso es lo que me gusta también. Um, y cuando estaba como investigando, yo vi que Puerto Rico puede ser caro, puede salir caro. Y no quiero eso, no quiero eso. O sea, yo sé tu video es muy bien, ya lo vi más de 30 veces literalmente, pero me cuesta para entender cómo una persona puede estar de OP y de OP en diferentes escenarios. Ok, so yo te digo. I mean, literally, the best way for me to explain that, I can't explain it in any other way, is that if you're talking about who or what itself, then that's just going to be DOP. Ya, así de sencillo. No lo pienses, don't think about it too hard, just accept it. If it's to somebody or for somebody, then it has to be indirect because it's indirect. Like to someone or for someone, it's not directly that person. That's what makes it indirect. ¿Entiendes? Because if it was directed, then it would just be you. It would just be that. But if it's to or for, then it's like not you or that. It's to or for that or him or her or them, right? That's the difference between the DOP and the IOP. But don't think about it too much because te vas a caer en problemas, mi loco. No, yo no soy dominicano. ¿Qué es lo que? It means what's up. It means like think about in the I think it was the 80s or maybe the 70s where they used to be like what it is, you know? That's the same thing. ¿Qué es lo que? ¿Qué es lo que es? What is it that it is? Like it's just a greeting. Yeah, tú sabes. A veces no tiene sentido en inglés tampoco. And in English it doesn't make sense either. What's up? What does that mean? What is up? The ceiling, the sky, you know? Like it doesn't make sense either, pero así hablamos. Did you ever take accent training classes to improve? I know some amazing YouTubers and I always wonder if this was their natural practice or if they had accent training. No, never took accent training. I'm just really good at hearing characteristics of the way people speak. For example, in English, I have like 6 different accents. Like I can do a New York accent, an English accent from like, Britain, a Southern accent, a Southern rapper accent. It's my favorite. What else? I can speak proper if I really want to, but yeah, it's just I'm good at hearing these things, and it's like my ear automatically picks them up. So when it comes to accents, I can imitate them pretty good. Yeah. Samurai, dímelo, ¿todo bien por aquí? Blake McKee, congrats on starting your teaching tutoring business. Thank you, thank you. I just announced it to everyone today, and there's a lot of people signed up, and I'm very excited. If you're on this chat, if you want to be one of my students, so excited to teach you, porque tenemos que ayudarte a aprender el español de verdad, para que tú hables el verdadero español. Es el idioma más bonito, ¿tú me entiendes? ¿Le llegaste? Ok, que lo que de una gringuita también, también. Me encanta el acento dominicano, tú sabes, tú estás clara. Lace, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, Laislo. ¿Cómo se pronuncia tu nombre, chica? No, no sé cómo pronunciar esto, pero, pero sí, es el acento, no voy a decir más bacano, pero el acento que más me gusta. ¿A qué parte de RD te gusta más? ¿El sur, Cibao o este? Pues solamente he ido a Samaná, Boca Chica y Santo Domingo. No, no he conocido el Cibao, pero quisiera conocer el Cibao. Me gusta que hablen con la I, como tú quieres hablar conmigo, cosas así. Eso me gusta. No voy a hablar así, pero me gusta y quiero experimentar eso. Ay, diablo, mi madre me está llamando, pero no le puedo contestar porque estoy hablando con ustedes. Déjenme decirle que... Ok, mala mía, mi gente, mala mía. Mi madre me tiró, pero yo le mandé un texto, un mensaje de texto. ¿Dónde estaba? Ok, estaba aquí. Me gustaría hablar contigo. Me siento que sería brutal. Oye, Jay, dime, ¿tú tienes Instagram? Porque yo puedo hacer un live por Instagram y podemos hablar. Eso es lo que me gusta hacer de vez en cuando. Saludos, Rob. Panamá. Yo quiero conocer Panamá. Nunca lo he conocido, pero en el año como 2014 estaba pensando explorarlo, conocerlo para mudarme para allá, porque me gustan las montañas y la playa. Y en Panamá hay dos. No se encuentran muy lejos. ¿Qué es lo que me dice? Sí, sí, sí. Ok, tú le dijiste, Eric, gracias por eso. No, yo no conozco a Young Beef. No sé quién es eso. ¿Qué es la que? This might sound very weird. Saying numbers in Spanish is a big problem for me, especially the 3 digits onwards. I know 1, 2, and 3, and 20, and so on, but like 268 or 268, 1883 is hard. If it's hard, then practice. You gotta practice. You gotta practice. There's no shortcut to it. You just, yeah, that's all you gotta do, you know? That's all I did to better my accent. You know what really helped me though when I was a cashier before, and when I was like a manager, I would love to get the Spanish clients because I would count their money out in Spanish. Now that was taxing because at that point I wasn't used to counting in Spanish. So to count like count by 20s, count by 10s, count by 5s or whatever, which I'm used to doing in English. That was a good challenge, and it helped me to get better with numbers too. Wait, we don't roll our R's. We are still understood, but now I'm trying to learn. And I just can't do it. I spit everywhere. Oh, ok, ahora te entiendo, Antoniana. Mira, yo te enseño entonces. Si tú quieres hacer una clase conmigo, yo te enseño cómo se hace. Porque, o sea, ya tengo un video hablando de eso. I have a video talking about how to do it. But I can show you. It's fine. I'll show you how to do it. At the end of the day, it's just a certain breath you have to breathe to be able to do it. Casey, dímelo. Mi novia es dominicana, intento escuchar, pero ella habla muy rápida y lo siento, mi español malo. Pero yo veo tu video todo el tiempo. Mi novia habla gringo loco. Wait, what? Tu novia habla... Oh, tu novia te dice gringa loco, gringo loco. Ah, está todo bien. No, así es el español dominicano, mi loco. Tú tienes que saber que los dominicanos hablan rápido. O sea, como yo estoy hablando ahora mismo, ellos hablan aún más rápido que yo. Yo sé que yo hablo rápido, pero hablan más rápido. Y es por eso que me gusta el español, porque se puede hablar rápido y la gente te entiende todavía. Cuando hablo rápido en inglés, la gente no me entiende. Y tengo que repetirme a cada rato y no me gusta para nada. But keep it up, man. Keep learning, I see that you're trying to write in Spanish. You're doing a good job. And kudos to you because a lot of people are scared to write in Spanish. If someone wants to have a Costa Rican accent and move to Costa Rica, do you think they'll eventually sound Costa Rican? My friend wants to move to Costa Rica, but she's hesitating. Yes, 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 and no. Depends. If you try, if you try to sound like a Costa Rican person, then yes. I met a guy. He's a violinist. He's from Costa Rica, and he's actually I'm gonna have him on here. I think somebody asked me why don't I collaborate with Latinos. I do collaborate with them, and I have him that we're gonna do a video about Costa Rican Spanish, and then I need to find somebody to do a Venezuelan video with me because I've been wanting to do that for years, but everybody chickens out, so I gotta do that, and an Ecuadorian video as well. So I got a lot of videos coming, collabing with people, but he'll be the first one. Es un tico. Un tico is what we call people from Costa Rica. Tico, like, you know, yeah, es un tico. Así que me dijo que, oye, yo te puedo acompañar en tu canal y todo eso, yo te puedo ayudar con ese video. Y yo estoy emocionado para eso, tú sabes. But yes, she can definitely sound Costa Rican, or he, I don't know, you didn't, oh, she said she. Yeah, she can definitely sound Costa Rican if she applies herself. She has to listen and imitate. The main thing is to imitate. You can watch and listen all you want, but if you don't imitate, you're not going to sound like anything but how you sound right now, you know? Ojalá que tuviera más oportunidades para practicar español, hablar español, porque ya no tomo clases en que tengo que hablar mucho. Ritica, pero hay muchas oportunidades. I did a video talking about like 8 ways to practice your Spanish with others, you know? It's 2022. We got all the technology in the world. We have so many different websites. It may not be face-to-face, but you can practice on like italki, on Hello Talk, on Tandem, Speaky.com. You can find somebody on a Facebook group. There's a lot of people that want to speak with you, you know? So we're gonna eliminate the excuses this year, right? We're gonna eliminate the excuses, and we have to really like apply ourselves. And you know, you can't say that you can't, because you can't. You can, you know. You just gotta go to the right places. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much does watching TV in Spanish help learn the language? I don't know, like a 5. reading, and watching Spanish TV help tremendously. They help you to learn new phrases, and they help you to learn new words. For example, nowadays, I used to read the dictionary. I don't read the dictionary anymore. Now I will watch something, or I will read a book in Spanish, and that's how I learn my new words. Like, because now that's the only option that I have. I've written so much vocabulary down that the vocabulary books don't really help me anymore. I know a lot of random words for no reason, but the books teach me a lot still nowadays, you know? So TV shows, books, they help. Now, how you use TV shows is up to you. You can put subtitles in Spanish so you can kind of like make out what they're saying, or you can put subtitles in English and, you know, write stuff down, or you can do no subtitles at all and just listen. Like, before I even knew Spanish, all I did was watch telenovelas on Univision, Telemundo. I just watched telenovelas, didn't know what they were saying, and then I would listen to bachata from Aventura, Monchi Alessandra, reggaeton, and sing along to the songs. And that's how I really like solidified my accent. And then when I actually did start learning, I was able to pick out some stuff from the telenovelas and pick out more and more and more. So, you know, I think that when you watch a show or when you are reading something, you should definitely have something that's supplementing you, like some kind of lesson, some kind of thing that you're working on at the same time, and see what you can pick out and how much, you know, you can get from the conversation. Can you get the gist of it? Can you understand everything? You know, kind of develop like that. And that's why I recommend to you guys pantaya.com. It's like Netflix, but it's the Spanish Netflix. It's called Pantaya. Pantaya.com. Okay, Pantaya. I love it. I need to find a series to watch from there, actually. Me gustó tu acento francés. A mí no me gustó. A mí no me gustó para nada, mi loco. Es horrible. Podré mudarme de regreso a casa en Santo Domingo. Sí, tú tienes que hacerlo. O sea, está bien estar aquí en los Estados Unidos. Lo que yo quiero hacer es vivir en RD, pero ganarme mi dinero americano. Eso es genio. O sea, uno puede vivir como un rico así, de esa forma. Lo mismo con Colombia. O sea, have you ever tried speaking Spanish with a Portuguese accent, or the other way around? When I was in Brazil, I feel like my Portuguese sounded kind of Spanish. It's like I have to train my mind to speak Portuguese with a Portuguese accent. But have I ever spoken Spanish with Portuguese accent? No, because my Portuguese accent sucks, you know. Sí, yo tengo hijas, tengo 3 hijas. Ah, tú tienes libros bilingües. Tírame, por favor, tírame. Sí, tírame por Instagram o por mi email, porque yo quiero esos libros para ayudarles a aprender el español, porque siempre me están haciendo preguntas. Like, they know that I love Spanish, so they want to impress me, so they like always ask me for Spanish phrases and stuff, and I'm always willing to teach them. So, yeah, for the first 2 years of their lives, I only spoke Spanish. I didn't speak English, but then me divorcié y se fue el español porque no vivía con ellas. I get confused when I listen to music and watch TV in Spanish because I think I have a grammar concept down, but then I hear people in the show use what I thought was wrong, preterite versus imperfect. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. And that just requires a little more studying on your part. And well, if it's on a show, then it's typically, you know, correct. But I was gonna say, you gotta keep in mind too that even natives make mistakes in Spanish too, like a lot of the time. Like when I follow a lot of Dominican pages on Instagram, on TikTok, y yo veo los comentarios, I see the comments, and it's like a lot of people don't know how to spell correctly. For example, if I want to say like do your homework, haz tu tarea, they'll write H-A-S or simply A-S when it's really H-A-Z, you know? So people make mistakes all the time. Nothing to trip about. But yeah, definitely with the preterite and imperfect, it's something you gotta like study. And the more you study, then the better you'll get. And it'll become second nature to you. ¿Me entiende? Nashara, you're stuck at a Spanish intermediate level. What do you mean? How are you stuck? What are you stuck with? Dime. I just saw a comment, but I'm gonna get to that one later. It helps allow for sentence structure and getting used to the language. Yes. ¿Qué es que pasa? ¿Qué es que? What? Si no puede hacer el R, use a light L, like in the Puerto, in Puerto Rico. Will there be more music from Rico Antonio? Of course there will be more music from Rico Antonio. I usually work on music on Sundays. On Sundays, I don't do any type of work. So that's my day to go to church, focus on God, and then I'll do music at nighttime. So that's like the only time I really work on music. Besides that, I'm working on Bilingue blogs and Bilingue blogs and Bilingue blogs. And yeah, so it's either YouTube, TikTok, or working something up for my course. And now I'll be having my classes and stuff like that. But yeah. You suck at speaking and comprehension, Latanya. No te preocupes, o sea, I see you comment on like a lot of my videos and my stuff, right? So I see that you are wanting to learn. My best advice to you would be to still take it slow. I don't know if you saw my video with Gritty Spanish, but I think that's pretty good for Spanish comprehension. You can slow it down if you really need to, and replay it as much as you want. But you can also use other resources like, you know, just regular videos and slow it down on YouTube as well to do the same thing. But Gritty Spanish was made just for that purpose. So if you have trouble listening, then try that. Speaking, yeah, the best way to get better with that is to speak. You know, even if it's speaking to yourself. If let's say you're too embarrassed to speak to other people, you can speak to yourself when you're at home, you know, going about your day. That's what I used to do all the time. When I lived in Springfield, Illinois, where there's like no Spanish speakers besides the 2 Spanish restaurants there are there, I had to like really just talk myself throughout my day in Spanish because I didn't want to lose the Spanish that I had, which I don't think I would have lost it, but I was just like, I love Spanish, guys. That's why I moved to Miami. I don't have to speak English here unless I'm at my brother's house or somewhere else around here. I don't speak English throughout my day, typically. So if you don't have the opportunity, then use yourself. Or the other resources that I talked about with like Tandem, iTalki, Speaky, all those types of things. Hello Talk. Hey, Shaw, you know what it is, man. I'm talking like a South rapper right now, you feel me? Yeah, you know, I be rapping all the time. I'm from Atlanta, Shaw, you feel me? That's my Southern rapper accent, okay? Does that suffice? Is that good enough for you? Última pregunta. La gente le presta más atención a sus celulares que a la otra persona. Yo vi esa frase y me pregunto por qué le es necesario. Okay, so here's why. La gente le presta atención a los celulares. So remember that the indirect object pronoun is the to what. So to what are they paying attention? The cell phones. So that means that they have to have the le there because they're paying attention to it, or yeah, it. Okay? Le presta más atención a los celulares. Let me see if I can explain that in a better way. No, that's really the best way that I can explain that. But literally, it's because it's saying to what are they paying attention to. So if I were to say, I see the cell phone, yo veo el celular, that's fine. That's a direct object pronoun. But if I'm doing something to the cell phone, then it will be le. And that's why we have the le there. I had to learn that a long time ago too, though, because I remember, what was it? One time somebody said, tell him, and he said dile, and I didn't understand why you had to say like le. Why can't you just say like be or whatever, right? But it's because the le is talking about to him, right? You have to say it to him. That's what it was. Because in English we say tell him, so it seems like it's a direct object pronoun. We're saying him, but in Spanish you're like saying like tell to him, and that's the difference there. So dile, tell it to him. Dile que no puedo ir, right? Tell him I can't go. I can make the R sound, but sometimes I just forget to use it in words that have pues entiendo in words that have. Wait, what? I mean, my double R, it's not the strongest all the time. Like sometimes I won't say carro, I'll say carro. Vamos a carro or whatever, something like that. You know, it just depends, but people understand. It's not the end of the world. Brittany Mac, que lo que? Yeah, I decided to go live at a different time because I'm like, I want to give more people the opportunity to ask their questions y todo eso. Así que estamos aquí. Activo. I'm self-conscious about speaking Spanish because I have a very thick Southern accent. I'm from Mississippi. Don't worry about it. Last year when I first started, I'll start teaching like 4 years ago. But when I started to teach again last year, and I think it was May, I had this student from Alabama. He had a very thick country accent, but his Spanish sounded so good. So don't worry about it. No te preocupes por eso, porque tú sabes, tú puedes hablar todavía. And even if you have an accent, that's not the most important part. I know I talk a lot about the accent and, which accent do you want to learn? But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is to use the correct words and phrases. You want to be able to communicate your message effectively. I mean, how many times have you run into somebody who speaks Spanish and then they try to speak to you in English? And it's not the best English, but they can get their point across. That's all that matters. That's all communication is. I personally didn't want to have an English accent when I spoke Spanish, so I never really had it. But if you do have it, you can work on it and you can get better and have a native sounding accent, but it's not mandatory. It's not like you have to have it. So don't feel self-conscious about it because a lot of people are in the same boat and they're fine. I've seen several people on TikTok, on YouTube. I'm friends with people that speak perfect Spanish, but they have like this crazy gringo accent, and it's okay because people understand them. Push start, dime lo que es lo que contigo. Julian DeVoe. Just kidding, I know the X is silent. ¿Qué es lo que? ¿Todo bien? Que Dios te bendiga a ti también. Todo frío por aquí. ¿Cómo puedo ganar la confianza a hablar español? Mira, si tú quieres como tener la confianza, más confianza cuando tú hables español, tú tienes que hacerlo más. How do you gain confidence in doing it? Doing it more. Because the more you do it, the less shy you will be. But it's also a mentality thing too. Take it out of your head that it's scary. Take it out of your head that it's difficult. Because if you see it that way, then that will be your reality. A lot of people limit themselves and they don't realize that so much changes when your thoughts change. So change your thoughts about the scenario. Envision yourself doing it. Like literally, close your eyes. Imagine yourself speaking Spanish confidently to someone. Like I want you to do this like every day. Imagine yourself speaking Spanish confidently to somebody. Being yourself, having your own personality, and then as you do that every day, when you actually come to the situation where you have to do it or where you get to do it, not have to, when you get to do it, then you will be so much better off, you know? So that's what I recommend to you. I have no questions, but thanks for all you do. I'm a Black American. I've studied Spanish for years, and you inspire me to keep going. Gracias, Ross. Estamos aquí para eso. Estamos aquí para meter mano y para inspirar y motivar a la gente, enseñar a la gente, tú sabes. You have to demonstrate one of your English accents. So this is my actual English accent here when I'm from London. So I lived in London for about 12 years. So when I was a little lad, I used to talk like this all the time, you know. But what happened was I went to New York. I went to New York and I was talking like this. Like, you got me mad tight right now, you know what I mean? You feel me? I was like, talk to me nice, B. I was like, talk to me nice. And this dude was talking to me all crazy, you know what I'm saying? Talking out of the side of his mouth. You know what I mean? So I had to get on him, you feel me? Yeah, so those are some of my accents. None of those stories are real, by the way. Where do you sign up for your classes? I just released a video on that. You can go to bilingueblogs.com and then go to the Spanish lessons tab and then book your class there. Bilingueblogs.com is where you can do that at. Or if you have me on Instagram, just go to my bio and you'll see the link there. If you have me on TikTok, go to my bio and you'll see the link there. Saya Crawford, dime, ¿qué es lo que contigo? ¿Todo bien por aquí? Estamos aquí, activos, hablándoles. Oye, I don't know who's donating, no sé quién está donando, pero gracias a ustedes por eso, por sus donaciones y o sea, ustedes son muy bacanos por eso, porque nunca les pido nada, pero you guys bless me, you know, with your donations, and it helps the channel, so I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'm trying to get a new camera for this channel, and yeah, all the donations will go towards that. So thank you guys so much for that. Muchas gracias por eso. Ya tú sabes. Angela, dímelo. ¿Hablas más español que tu idioma nativo? Depende del día. Porque hay días en que no hablo. Porque yo vivo solo y como no siempre ando por la casa de mi hermano, que él vive como a 5 minutos por allá, en Wynwood. Yo vivo en Little Haiti, en Miami. Así que vivimos cerca, pero cuando no estoy con él, yo o hablo español con mis amigos o con mi estudiante, que a veces hablamos inglés, a veces hablamos español. Cuando voy a la iglesia, a veces hablo español, a veces hablo inglés. Pero cuando salgo a la calle, hablo mucho español porque no me gusta hablar inglés, y si una persona habla español, no le voy a dejar saber que yo hablo inglés, porque no quiero que sepa. Miranda and Donna. Yes, my holidays were actually really good. I mean, I didn't really do much, but I really enjoyed I'm enjoying my break right now. I quit my job as a flight attendant on the 16th. So I start teaching Spanish for my students on the 15th. So I have like pretty much a month off, where I'm just really enjoying my time preparing, spending a lot of time with God, and viviendo mi vida, haciendo música, haciendo planes, filmando muchas cosas, TikToks, videos para YouTube y todo eso. Así que everything's good. And I did get to see my kids in the 17th, and I saw my family because my sister had a housewarming, so I went to Chicago. And yeah, it was a housewarming because it was warm in there because it was cold outside. I hate the cold. Es por eso que vivo aquí en Miami, porque no me gusta para nada el frío, mi gente. Lo odio. But Chicago's still beautiful. I love Chicago. And yeah, so it was good. Hope yours were great too. Quiero preguntar, ¿alguna vez has interactuado o conocido a una persona de Colombia, pero tiene el acento más caribeño? No, nunca he conocido a un colombiano de la costa, pero quiero ir para allá. Quiero ir a Barranquilla, a Cali, Cartagena, esos lugares. Pero no, todos los colombianos que he conocido son de Bogotá, de Medellín. ¿De dónde es esa pareja? Hay una pareja que conozco también, pero no me acuerdo de dónde son ellos. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Which regional dialect of Dominican Spanish is good for Southern people like me? Wait, which regional dialect? I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, because it's not like you can just. It's not like you can just say one is better for you just because you speak a certain way in English. Because your English, at the end of the day, won't have much to do with your Spanish. I mean, it can if you let it, but you can learn any dialect, any accent that you want, and sound perfect at it no matter where you come from. Like I was telling you guys, I had a student from Alabama, and he spoke Spanish so well that you wouldn't know that he had a country accent in in Spanish. And actually, Zach Morris, you guys know Zach Morris, the Colombian guy. He talks kind of country in English, but he sounds like he speaks very preppy and proper when he speaks Spanish. Like it's the weirdest thing. He doesn't speak it like a Southern guy. So it's not like a better one. There's one that's gonna fit you better, you know. Yo, why is my nose itching? Is it because I'm talking too much? Um, I have an accent when I speak English. I never hear it, but people tell me that all the time. So you want to play the guitar? Oh my God. I don't know if it's even tuned. Not really. I forgot. I made a song in like high school. I forgot how to do the riffs. Let me see if I remember. No. No, I forgot how to do it. I forgot. I gotta practice. But yeah. That's my baby. Pero mi primer amor es el piano, pero no tengo piano aquí. Visiting DR is my dream, so I'm studying. But I'm also a last year nursing student, so I'm finding it difficult. Ooh, yeah, you're a nursing student. That is difficult. I had a friend who was a nursing student, and that's a lot of studying. So, how do you manage both? So what I would recommend for that is to literally make Spanish your lifestyle type of thing. You can literally apply Spanish to every area of your life. A lot of people like to limit Spanish to, I'm going to study an hour a day. But why? Why? When you can tocar la guitarra, you can mirar el reloj, right? You can hablar por video. Like, whatever you learn in Spanish, literally whatever you learn, you can use that much every single day. So if you're learning stuff around your house, then why would you speak English at your house? Speak Spanish at your house about the things that you do around your house at home, right? Yo estoy en la cocina cocinando, ahora estoy tomando agua. Ah, mira, allí está mi mujer limpiando algo. Tú sabes, like you can really apply it to your everyday life, and that's what I recommend to you. So that way, it doesn't really even feel like you're studying. What you're really doing is just living it out, and yeah, tú vas a aprender así. Okay, I have about 15 minutes before I have to go cut somebody's hair. So, ask away, guys. But yeah, definitely visit DR. Sí, pero no lo uso mucho, pero podemos hacerlo para allá. Yeah, of course. Tírame por ahí, Jay. Tírame por ahí y podemos hablar esta semana, entonces. Feliz año, Diana. Johnny Hopper, I appreciate the work that you've done in the language learning community. Just curious, do you have any pronunciation tips for the TR, such as tres, nosotros, teros? Yes. A T and then a D. Like, think about the word tara. If you can say the word tara, then you can say tres. It's like the same thing. Tara, tres. You see? Only thing that's different is instead of saying the a at the end of tres, you're saying s. But that's how you get that sound. It's not really difficult. You don't even really have to roll the tongue. It's more like a soft D. Tres. Hope that helps. Let me know if that helps. Counting money in the foreign language sounds like a great idea. Yeah, it did definitely help me out a lot. That was too fast. I caught only half of what you were saying about speaking fast in Spanish and English. Basically, I speak too fast in English, and everybody needs me to repeat it. when I speak in Spanish, natives never have me repeat myself. I remember your old videos way back in the kitchen. You and your hey, thank you. Yeah, my quality have come a long way. Yeah, that was a very hard time in my life, guys. I was not happy, but that's how I got my happiness was making videos for you guys. So thank you, Kiera. Yeah. Yep. ¿Qué crees de Dustin Luke? Dustin Luke. Dustin es de lo mío. O sea, somos panas. Cuando estaba en Los Ángeles íbamos a hacer un video, pero tuve que coger un vuelo y tuve que cancelar. Pero es de lo mío. Tenemos que hacer algo juntos. De hecho, él me inspiró. Hace mucho tiempo. Siempre veía sus videos. Siempre veía sus videos. Y es de lo mío. Yo soy amigo de él, de Chad. Chad es como el más amigo. O sea, yo siempre hablo con Chad, de los Gringos TV. Y Clayton y yo somos como socios, pero nunca he hablado con el otro tipo. ¿Cuál es su nombre? El otro tipo que representa a México, Ford. Nunca he hablado con él, nunca, jamás. Pero con los tres, y Zach Morris, I talked to Zach Morris too, él es de lo mío también. Esa gente es muy buena gente. Cuando me mudo para la capital, mira mi loco, yo no sé cuándo me mudo todavía, pero si me mudo, me quiero mudar para marzo. Pero no sé, todavía tengo que orar y ayunar para ver qué es lo que dice el Señor, porque si él me dice que no, pues no me voy. Así de sencillo. Why do majority of Black Americans choose to copy Dominicans and not other Latinos? I don't agree with that statement. I know when I went to Medellin, Colombia, I saw a lot of Black Americans there. There's a lot of Black Americans in Puerto Rico. Some people love Mexico. There's this one guy, I forgot his name, but he lives in Tijuana, Mexico, and he loves it there. I know a few other people that right now are inviting me to Mexico. They were like, I know you're thinking about moving to DR, but why not Mexico? Have you considered Mexico? So I don't agree with that statement. But I can say that I think that our slangs are very similar, and that may entice some people. ¿Cuándo vas a dejar caer una canción completa de dembow o bachata? Yo tengo canciones de bachata. I had a record deal. So I have a bachata song out that was on an album called Los Trovadores Volumen 2. Is it Volumen 2 or Volumen 3? I think I was on Volume 2, de Los Trovadores. I had a song called Te Deseo. And then I have songs that I have not released, but they're like full bachata, but I have not released them. Dembow, you probably weren't here for it when I was playing it earlier. I have like a slow dembow beat that I made. I want to kind of change dembow, at least for myself. I want to change it. I'm not really I'm not the most energetic, like hype person that can do dembow like that all the time. So I want to kind of make it my style and mix like some kind of R&B, reggaeton tones to dembow. So I'm working on how to make that a possibility. And then that's when I will start to release more dembow kind of stuff. Antoniana, pero tú viste mi video? Didn't you saw my video? So you gotta check. The link is on my video. Tú sabes, porque no sé cómo tirarte. Oh, she already left, so never mind. Para mí no sabía que había gente en Colombia que hablaba con ese acento. Sí. Hay acento caribeño allí. Why did you and your ex break up? Y'all were so good looking together. Because guys, I don't want to tell y'all. I mean, nothing bad. Okay, I can tell y'all. I can literally tell you guys. My mentality is I need to focus on God and focus on my business. And that's it. She's a great woman, but I don't want to be with anybody right now. I want to be alone. I literally got this ring as a reminder to myself. Be alone, wait on God, and like be pure, bro. Be pure. Be good. So that's my plan. That's what I want to do. So yeah, I'm not trying to focus on any woman right now, I have other goals. Craven. ¿Qué es lo que contigo? Craven. Or is it Craven? No sé cómo se pronuncia. I'm trying to every day to learn Spanish, 1 or 2 hours most. Her family only speaks Spanish, so I'm trying to learn for the respect for the family and the culture. I proposed. Oh, you proposed? She said yes. That's what's up, Casey. Eso. Tú eres un duro, mi loco. Tú eres un duro de verdad. Oye, tú le pediste matrimonio. Le pediste la mano. That's what's up. So yeah, definitely, stick with it, man. You can learn it, especially with the family. Use them as a resource. Use them as practice people. Do I have to be extremely fluent to live in Argentina, for example? Thank you for your videos. They're helpful. Leonel, no, you don't have to be extremely fluent. I mean, it will help, but you can get fluent while you're there, you know? How do I even know me and my ex-girlfriend broke up? Oh, because we probably deleted our couple page, right? How to understand rapid speakers. I have a video on that. Go check it out. How to understand fast Spanish speakers. The way to practice it is to find something of a fast Spanish speaker and replay and replay and replay and replay. It's called training your ears. You have to train your ears. So really listen close. And as you do that, your ears will get used to it. And then boom, it'll be like, wait, I used to think that was fast. Now it's normal, So there's no shortcut. You just gotta train your ears. English, the Dominican accent reminds them of the way we speak in English. Portuguese, roach. I answered that question, but maybe you weren't here. I'll say the same thing every time. Slowly but surely. I'm not in any rush. I'm studying here and there, but my main focus is to get more stuff out for you guys. So I know a lot of people in this generation are always want to do things fast. Like the videos that do well on YouTube or somewhere else is like, oh, how to learn Spanish fast. Even Rocky, the guy, I tried to do a collab with Rocky, but he never hit me back. Well, he hit me back, but then he didn't hit me back after hitting me back. And I'm like, bro, ¿qué lo que contigo? I want to do a video with you, like Puerto Rican Spanish versus Dominican Spanish. So if y'all know Rocky, the guy that's always on my videos talking about, you want to speak Spanish faster? That guy, hit him up and tell him to hit me so we can do a video with Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish. Okay, Rocky, you hear me, bro? Nah, but I know he was busy. He had to launch his product, so that's why that was put on hold. But I think he forgot about me. So seriously, hit him up. Tell him que tenemos que colaborar because you guys want that, right? You guys want a Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish conversation between us both, right? Rocky and Ricky, it sounds so perfect together, right? Like come on, let's make it happen. Cuando estabas aprendiendo español, ¿cómo supiste que las palabras son solo coloquiales y no se usan por todas partes del mundo hispano? Confundo a mucha gente en Colombia con mis palabras. How did I know that? I used to read the dictionary. And I learned that certain words were from Spain, so I didn't use those words. But besides that, it was just experience, hearing certain people from certain areas talk this way. That's why watching things is essential. You have to watch things. Oh, well, okay, I got like 5 minutes, guys. You have to watch things from like different regions to kind of see how people talk there, Also, educational videos help. Sometimes on Google, there are a lot of websites. Like when I make these videos about the best resources to learn this Spanish or that Spanish, those videos, I typically I find resources from everything, but a lot of it is me Googling how people talk, and then I'll find how they talk. But the thing is, I think you guys look for stuff in English. Start searching stuff in Spanish. So, for example, you can look up frases dominicanos, and then you'll get a whole thing of results of colloquial phrases from Dominican Spanish. Frases puertorriqueños or recursos del español puertorriqueño, and you'll find resources like that. So you have to learn how to search, not just in English, but in Spanish as well, and you'll be able to find a lot of colloquial phrases and stuff like that. The only thing that's holding me back is being consistent. Yo, if you want to learn, I tell everybody the quickest way to learn is not by like cramming, it's by being consistent. Because if you're consistent, that shows that you're disciplined. And if you're disciplined, then you get results. Just like somebody at the gym. I can't go to the gym and do like a killer workout today and then not work out for 2 weeks and then expect to be like just this huge ripped dude, right? I have to be consistent. I don't care if I'm doing like just a bench press every day or something like that. I'm going to see results if I do it every day, as opposed to just doing bench press once every 2 weeks. Same thing with Spanish. Think of it as a muscle and you'll get a lot better at it. I have a Dominican partner. He uses slang a lot when he texts me. It's harder to decipher because he doesn't spell the words out. So his aquí is aquí. Yeah. I see. Yes, that's how it is. That's how it is. But use it as an opportunity to learn. I had to learn internet Spanish too. That stuff is crazy sometimes. Like, yo, what? Why y'all spelling like that? Because I spell everything proper. I speak how like a Dominican speaks, but when it comes to spelling in English and in Spanish, I don't like to do the whole slang typing thing. I don't like that. Oh, tú no puedes encontrar pantalla. Pantalla se escribe Pantaya. That's why you can't find it. It's not spelled with the double L, it's spelled with the Y. Pantalla.com. No sé lo que hago en esta canal. Se supone que es para aprender español, pero el tipo es un bacano. Gracias, Héctor, gracias. Tú sabes, hubo un tiempo en el que estaba enseñando inglés también, pero lo que pasa es que no me gusta mucho enseñar el inglés, pero hay muchos canales por ahí, por YouTube, que te enseñan inglés si tú quieres aprenderlo. Pero no, gracias por ese cumplido. I'm about to have a baby in a bilingual house. Do you recommend only speaking in Spanish to her if I live in RD? If you want your child to be bilingual, I would recommend one parent. Well, there's ways to go about it. I'm actually gonna make a video about this because, people want to teach their kids Spanish. The way that I did it with my children was I only spoke Spanish. I never spoke a word of English to my kids until I got divorced because I didn't live there anymore, and like the school wasn't really having it. I guess I don't know, something, whatever. So I didn't speak a word of English, but my ex-wife, she spoke English all the time, and then the rest of the world spoke English to them. So they were getting the English everywhere else, but I was the source for Spanish. So you can do it that way, or you can do it where everybody in the house speaks Spanish, and then they'll get the English from somewhere else. I don't know. You say you live in RD, so it might be kind of hard for that. So maybe somebody can speak English if you want him or her to be bilingual. But yeah. Bro, you don't gotta speak English, está viviendo el sueño. Tú sabes. Ese sí era el sueño. Es por eso que quería mudarme para Puerto Rico. Did you consider learning Italian? I wanted to learn Italian before I learned Portuguese, actually. But what happened was I took a survey on my Snapchat back then. I think I only had like 2,000 subscribers back then. And I took a survey and I was like, hey guys, Portuguese or Italian? I thought they were going to say Italian. I shouldn't have asked them, but they said Portuguese. So because I'm a man of my word, I was like, well, gotta learn Portuguese first. So es por eso que estoy aprendiendo el portugués primero, pero prefiero el italiano. Yes, definitely easy. Hola Rocky, ¿cómo estás? No soy Rocky, yo soy Ricky, mi loco. Do suffixes work similarly in Spanish like what we have in English? Sometimes I hear people say ito as a suffix on the words. I'm not always familiar with. Facilito, is this correct? I mean, yeah, in Spanish they'll throw it onto whatever. Literally, they'll throw it onto whatever. It could be like a noun, or it could be something else. They just throw on the ito one. So it sometimes can be a term of endearment. Other times it can mean like this little thing, or just like, I don't know, they're trying to speak cute, I guess. I guess that's the best way I could say it. I don't know. But yeah. It doesn't work like it does in English though, no. Klk, DF, no, Dr. Wait, what? I don't know how to even say your name, pero ¿qué es lo que contigo? Wilson. Hey, gracias por eso, por recomendar mi video, mi loco. O sea, a todos los que me apoyan y que comparten los videos, gracias a ustedes. has a bone to pick with Black Americans. He hates us. He'll be wait, what? Oh, algo real. I'm like, wait, what? I don't hate blacks. I'm black. What are you talking about? Casey, gracias, gracias. It says #1 fan. Yo, tú eres un duro por eso. Gracias por eso. Te has rendido la creol. Puede ser útil desde que algunos domis son de origen haitiano. Diferente tema por el otro día. No, lo que pasa es que yo estaba con una haitiana y estaba como rodeado por el creol, así que, o el criollo. Así que, fue muy fácil para mí como coger el idioma, pero ahora que ya no estoy con ella, pues no estoy expuesto al criollo, ¿tú me entiendes? Gracias, Jay, por la donación. Ustedes son unos duros de verdad. Do you think about words you're going to say in Spanish, or does it flow just like English? It flows like English. Cuando yo estoy hablando español, yo puedo hablar español. When I want to speak English, I speak English. Y es así de fácil. Like the code switching, it just happens so quick. Muy fácil. Es por eso que en ese video que hice el otro día, yo estaba hablando como en inglés y español, porque yo puedo hacerlo sin problemas. No hay problema. No estoy pensando en este momento. Solamente estoy hablando y se me sale de la boca. It's really easy. How much will you charge for your Spanish course? So, for my Spanish course or for my Spanish classes? My Spanish course, I'm not set on a price yet, but it will be a monthly price. It'll be like a subscription thing. So that way, it's not like too expensive, you know? I don't want it to be like an arm and a leg. I want it to be affordable for everybody. So it's gonna be like a one time per month thing, and you'll have access to the beginner lessons, the intermediate lessons, and the advanced lessons. And then after I get that up and running, I'm gonna add more stuff on the course, like travel Spanish, business Spanish, Dominican Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, Mexican Spanish, like all these different types of Spanishes. It's gonna be crazy. That's my vision. But for now, I'm just working on the beginner, intermediate, and advanced to get that up and running. And yeah, it's gonna be. And then I'm also gonna have something called like heavy hitter lessons, that are like the themes that are kind of difficult for people who are not natives in Spanish. People who, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. People who are like me, who learn Spanish from English, because I get it, right? I think that's why you guys like learning from me, because I can explain things that an English speaker would think, because I've been there. I thought these things before. So I'm gonna have heavy hitter lessons that kind of go into a certain topic. For example, like ser and estar, or the predator versus the imperfect. I'm really gonna like dive deep and break those down, and you're gonna have access to that too. So anyway, it's gonna be a monthly fee subscription thing, so you can get whatever you want out of it. And yeah. How many languages do you know, and are you planning on learning more? I only know two. And I'm planning on learning more for sure. I want to learn Portuguese, Italian, Greek, Hebrew, maybe Arabic. Trust me, Julian. It happens to me all the time too. People spell my name with a Y, but my name is actually spelled with an IE at the end. I have a hard time changing tenses. I like when you share the videos that are the many uses of. Yeah, I love those kind of videos. I'll be doing more of those. I've been doing some kind of shorter style videos because I see that people have shorter attention spans. So that's why I've been doing the shorts on YouTube. So if you guys like those, then make sure you share those and support those. Those are pretty much right to the point, but it's like those difficult topics. Like I think the latest one that I did was right? Was it And then tomorrow and the next day I have some coming out on some other topics. But yeah, those are pretty fun to do, to kind of help you guys do that the correct way. Johnny Hopper, gracias por tu donación. Thanks for your donation, man. I appreciate it. ¿Cómo aprendiste español con el acento dominicano? Si no eres dominicano, he aprendido español por 3 años, pero no tengo nadie para practicar mi español, aunque vivo en California. Oye, pero espérate, pero tú me estás diciendo que tú no puedes hablar español con nadie por allí, por California. ¿Cómo así? Hay pilas de mexicanos por allí. ¿En qué parte tú vives? Dime. Porque por allí tú puedes hablar español, mi loco. Yo sé que tú puedes hablar español por ahí. Este, but, ¿cómo aprendí a hablar el español dominicano? Pues viendo los videos. That's how I found Dominican Spanish. Yo encontré el español dominicano viendo una tiradera entre dos artistas, Mozart La Para y Negro Activo. Y no pude entender nada de lo que estaba diciendo. Así que me dije, oye Ricky, pero tú tienes que aprender eso porque tú sí hablas español, tú eres un duro, pero ¿cómo que tú no entiendes lo que está diciendo esta gente? Así que me puse a como estudiar lo que estaba diciendo, escuchar bien lo que decía esa gente. Y no sé, ahora tengo acento dominicano después de imitarlo por como dos meses. Y al principio me sentía como raro, como que, o sea, ¿por qué estoy hablando así? O sea, me suena no auténtico. Pero después de como 4 meses yo dije, ok, este sí es mi acento, así es como yo hablo ahora mismo. Volvió a ser mi segunda naturaleza, tú sabes. Y ahora es mi forma de hablar. I love your content. It's a huge help, bro. Thanks. Woz, ya tú sabes, lo hago por la gente como tú, para la gente como tú. ¿Cuánto cuestan tus clases? Mis clases. I have like 4 services that I'm offering, guys. 4 services. I'm doing. Um, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Anyways, sorry. I gotta focus on one comment. So I have my basic Spanish class, and that one is $50, and that one entails like a in-depth Spanish lesson that caters to your learning style. But it doesn't include homework because I know some people don't want homework. I've given homework to some students and they will not do it. So I'm like, well, why am I wasting my time giving you homework and creating homework for you? So because I don't have to create the homework for you, because you can create it yourself and come up with however you want to practice yourself, that one's 50. Then there's another one that's $75, and it's the same thing, but I give in-depth like practice activities to do after our session. That should hold you over into the next session that we have. And it caters to your learning style. So let's say you're like an auditory learner, then we're gonna find something for you to listen to and to help you, grasp the concept. If you're a visual learner, then we're gonna make sure to have pictures and videos and all those things. So it's gonna be a little more in depth. I call it the detailed Spanish learning. Then I have that one's 75. My Spanish accent consultation. It's not a class, it's a consultation. It's to help you lose your gringo accent or whatever accent you have and find and speak the way you want to speak. That one is $65. And that's like, it's meant to be a one-time thing, but you can always come back and book more if you have any if you want to meet with me again to talk about it and discuss a new plan or something like that. But yeah, it's going to get you a better Spanish accent. And then I have the $100 one, which is the Spanish self-study guide, and that literally is like a one-time thing, unless you need to come back and see me again. But I think it's a good investment because it sets you on track to learn Spanish on your own. So if you don't want to have a teacher, if you don't want to work with me as your teacher and keep paying for classes, then you can choose the self-study consultation, and I'll set you up with with the roadmap, with the curriculum for you to be able to focus on certain things in Spanish that it's gonna be step by step, help you to become fluent, and that's the plan with that. So those are my 4 services. And speaking to Antoniana tonight, I might add on another one, which is the group classes. I don't have the prices for that one yet because I'm gonna discuss it and see if enough people are willing to even do that. Because when I had the option before, nobody wants to do it. Well, I had a family of like 5 before. That was pretty cool. And then I had some friends do it before too. But that was like in 2016, 2017. So that was a while ago. Okay. Ashley, you live in the Northeast. I don't know what that means. Oye, algo real, pero ¿qué es lo que contigo, mi loco? ¿Por qué tú quieres hacer estos comentarios, mi loco? O sea, ¿por qué tiene que ser algo así? Eso no entiendo. Do you really not like English, or do you just mean that you prefer Spanish? No, I don't like English. I'm thankful that I speak English because it is a language of like opportunity, of business, and everybody speaks it. Everywhere that I've been to as a flight attendant, they spoke English, so that's cool. but I don't like it. I don't like how it sounds. It does not sound beautiful to me. Spanish sounds like poetry, spoken poetry. It's music to my ears. I love it. So, um, yeah, it's like I don't like it, but I'm thankful that I speak it. You know. But I've always been that way. I've never really liked how English sounded, and it just doesn't make any sense. How do you have words like tough, through, and though, all different pronunciations, but it's the same spelling besides maybe one or two letter changing? Eso no tiene sentido. Una locura eso. I'm just curious as to why you like speaking Spanish. Porque a mí me gusta hablar español. I like speaking Spanish. Oh, I think I just answered that. I just like how it sounds. I love how it sounds. I've always liked how it sounds, how it sounded. And and yeah, my main reason. Okay, I remember now. It took me back to my roots. When I was a little kid, with my English speaking family, I always had to repeat myself in English. But then I would hear these Mexicans speaking Spanish in the store with their family, speaking like 100 words per second, and being understood just fine. And I was like, that's the language for me. And then after diving more into it, I really just loved how it sounded. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful language to me. That's the main thing. But yeah, because I speak too fast in English. Like right now, I think that I'm speaking slow enough for you guys. I don't know, but I know before, like I would call my grandma and I would leave her a voicemail, and she would always call me back frustrated and angry, like, "Little Ricky, I don't." See, they call me Little Ricky because my dad's name is Ricky. Even though I'm bigger than him, they still call me Little Ricky. It's so annoying. But Little Ricky, I have no idea what you just said on your voicemail. What are you talking about? And it's like, I'm speaking English. Como que tú no me entiendes. Yo estoy hablando inglés contigo. So yeah, I got tired of that, and I opted for Spanish. Gracias por el ánimo. Tú sabes. ¿Estás aprendiendo a cocinar la comida dominicana? Claro que sí, yo aprendí a cocinar mucha comida, ¿tú me entiendes? El mangucito, el mangucito y el mangucito, ¿no? El queso frito. No como salami porque no me gusta el puerco, el cerdo no me gusta para nada, así que, pero sí, yo cocino. Qué barba, bro. ¿Qué productos usa? ¿Tú quieres saber lo que utilizo yo para mi barba? Aceite de oliva. Aceite de oliva. El aceite que se usa para cocinar, eso es lo que uso en mi barba. Y acondicionador de Shea Moisture. Y ya. Pero, o sea, solamente tiene que mantener la barba hidratada y no hay problema. Eso es lo que hago yo. Cuando vas a RD tienes que ir a Miches, underrated. Y tú puedes ver las ballenas en Bahía de Samaná. Sí, yo fui a Samaná, pero en el tiempo correcto, en la estación incorrecta. Porque no pude ver a las ballenas, pero está todo. Voy a tener que volver para verlas. Y Miches, pues, ¿por dónde se encuentra? Thank you, Craven. Lo aprecio. Que si yo pienso que yo soy dominicano, que no. Es por eso que siempre digo, yo soy el americano más dominicano. Si yo pensara así, yo diría, oh, yo soy dominicano y no americano. Pero no, nunca he dicho eso. Y no, ni quiero ser dominicano. Solamente me gusta su forma de hablar y la cultura y el país. Pero uno puede gustarle a un país sin querer ser esa gente, ¿tú me entiendes? Every time I'm in the DR, y'all try to sound black. Okay. But this is getting into a race thing. I'm not even going to address these things. Can you understand Piola Tingas? Claro que sí. O sea, habla español. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, you're fine. You can recommend another channel. Spanish with QRO Paul. Or QROO. I don't know. It's a great channel to learn a lot of good plugin things to further your speaking. Gracias, Latanya, por that plug. Just have friends. I ain't trying to have no friends. Mira, yo soy un hombre de Dios. No quiero problemas, no quiero esos líos. ¿Tú me entiendes? I've been going hard in Spanish. This year 5 hours plus a day. I went from to DR 2 times in 2021 and two months in total. I will go back in February for a month. Eso, así se hace. Oh, she didn't leave yet. Miami o Chicago, cosas para hacer en estos lugares. Miami, o sea, depende de lo que te gusta hacer, o sea, porque a mí no me gusta hacer las cosas turísticas. Así que no sé qué se puede hacer por Miami, porque yo salgo a bailar bachata y salsa. Este, ¿Qué más hago en Miami? A mí me gustan los restaurantes, pero los restaurantes que están como encima de los edificios, los rooftops, me encantan. Ah, Me encantan las vistas también, así que de noche paso por los puentes para ver la vista de noche con todas las luces y el agua, y es la cosa más bonita. En Chicago, o sea, sí, lo mismo, salí a bailar. Pero se puede ver mucho, tienes que pasar por allá para ver qué es lo que es, porque no sé exactamente qué te interesa. Así que hay pila de cosas por hacer por Chicago. Hay cosas todos los días que están pasando por ahí. Tienes que buscarlo por internet. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot answer. Oh my gosh, these messages are going so far. Yo, DJ Fanatic, gracias. Yo te vi por el TikTok también representando. Em, pero sí, todo bien por aquí. Espero que estés bien. Pero yeah, you guys, I gotta go. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments under this video or hit me up on Instagram or stuff like that. Ya tú sabes. Me voy. I gotta go cut some hair. I'm actually kind of late, but it's okay. They're always late anyways, so whatever. Que Dios me los bendiga, mi gente. Don't forget to, if you want to sign up for lessons, that's on the latest video that I just dropped. You can sign up for them there, or hit up the link on my Instagram or TikTok if you want to learn from me. Like I said, I'm very excited to teach you guys, and thank you guys so much for supporting, for being here with me today. I love doing these lives, talking to you guys. I'm glad the signal didn't get cut off today. Y ya tú sabes. Vamos a vernos entonces. Que Dios me lo bendiga.